Let's see how easy it is to deploy a DeepSeek Python app to Azure. I'm using this repo, Azure Samples / DeepSeek Python, and I have it open locally here in VS Code. So as we can see from the README, this repo deploys Azure architecture that looks like this. We are using managed identity with Microsoft Entra in order to authenticate to Azure AI Services, and that's where the DeepSeek deployment lives. Then we're hosting the application code on Container Apps and storing the Docker container in the Azure Container Registry. Now, this is actually already deployed, so I'm going to click the link and open it up, show you what it looks like. And this is a simple chat application using the DeepSeek model, so we can go ahead and ask it a question and watch it think about it. It's thinking. We can see the thoughts are actually streaming in, and then we get the actual answer here, and we could collapse those thoughts. Okay, so how did we actually get that up? Well, if we scroll back in the history here, the first thing I did was AZD auth login, and that confirmed that I'm logged in as my Pamela Fox at Microsoft.com account. Then I ran AZD up. The AZD up process first provisions all the Azure resources. So you can see we have a resource group, we've got log analytics, we've got container apps, we've got Azure AI with the DeepSeek deployment here, DeepSeek-R1, and we've got container registry, container apps. So this is everything that is part of this Azure architecture solution. The next step is to deploy the application code to container apps. So that actually takes the code in the source folder and uses this Docker file in order to build the container image and build that container, store it in container registry. And so that when the application starts up, it runs the code inside here, and the code here knows how to authenticate to the Azure AI endpoint, how to use token-based auth, and then how to send chat completion requests to the DeepSeek model and parse back the thoughts, finally streaming them to the front end so that we can have a front end that renders them out. And that gives us this here. So that is the quick version of how it works. You can try it yourself by going to the Azure Samples DeepSeek Python repo.